Welcome to Game Dev Guidance. In this new video series, I want to take you on a journey for the newest game I will be working on. This new project will be developed with C# in the Unity game engine, using the beautiful low-poly models by Sin-T Studios. It will be a co-op survival game, with elements of Brotato, Call of Duty Zombies, and 7 Days to Die. My name is Joshua Jackson, and I am the lead programmer for Wasteland Warriors. At its core, the character controller for Wasteland Warriors is relatively straightforward. Aside from a few parkour moves, its primary function is to handle player movement and rotation. Traditional jumping mechanics won't be present, meaning gravity and slope calculations aren't necessary. Additionally, the player character won't directly engage in combat. Instead, an entire system will be dedicated to customizable combat drones that follow the player and fight on their behalf, but we'll dive deeper into that in a future video. While the core movement is simple, the controller does manage several key actions. First, we have the running state. When the player presses the run button and has enough stamina, they'll enter into a sprint. This is particularly useful when surrounded by enemies and you need to create distance to heal or recharge. Next up is the dodging state. If the player has sufficient stamina, they can perform a dodge roll, temporarily granting invincibility. This mechanic is designed for high-stress situations where quick evasive action is the difference between survival and defeat. And finally, we have the jump state. Rather than a traditional jump, this action allows the player to vault over obstacles that most enemies must navigate around. This mechanic will play a crucial role in tactical movement, especially when we discuss the spawnable structures system later in the series. The animator, right now, consists of only these states: idle, locomotion, jump, and roll. I will eventually need to handle when the player gets hurt, and also when they die, but I will tackle that when I begin implementing enemies. I set up simple transitions between each of them that get triggered through code when certain criteria are met, in particular, the is rolling and is jumping trigger parameters here. I also implemented a way to dynamically control the animation speed for movement with these parameters. By setting the speed multiplier, I can manipulate the actions via code depending on which character the player is using. The locomotion state is actually a 1D blend tree. It simply controls how the player transitions between jogging and running when the move amount parameter is changed. Eventually, I plan on adding a walk motion here for characters who resemble tank-like roles, but again, I will be handling these kinds of things as they come. The camera system is pretty simple right now, and will most likely need to evolve as the game progresses and levels are designed. For now though, the camera essentially holds a list of targets and finds the center point between them, then uses that as its focal point. As you can see, if I add more players into the scene, the focal point will lerp smoothly between them all. 2 players. 3 players. Or even 4. Modularity is key when designing any type of system in game development. I implemented a few variables such as zoom, pull, and lerp. These values can be tweaked at runtime for debugging purposes until a concrete number is decided. That'll pretty much sum up this video, and what I have done so far for Wasteland Warriors, and I cannot wait to share more of the development process with you guys as this game progresses. There's a lot of exciting features I will be implementing into this project and topics to cover, such as scriptable objects, nav mesh components and agents, attacking with raycasts, enemies, power-ups, and more. If you like the content and want to support the channel, smash that like button and subscribe, then gently tap the bell icon to get notifications when new videos drop, while leaving your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, game development is a journey. See you at the next checkpoint.